Hi, Mrs. Kipness. This is Alan with Y&L Landscaping Company, and I have put together this video to as a way for you to understand the scope of work that I am proposing for your drainage project. So I'm going to run through this with you quickly. The first thing that we would do is, because it's all in the way, is remove this stoop and walkway that you're not using. We would take it back to where the walkway is over here. We would break this up and haul it away and then repair the ground here. The ultimate goal is to dig a trench and put in a French drain system along the entire outside of the house. So this area would need to be done. There's a lot of places where shrubs would need to come out also that are in the way. This trench would be lined with filter fabric. We would put drain pipe in the bottom of it, fill it with drain stone, wrap the filter fabric back on top, and then put soil on top. And one of the things we would do with that soil, you can see here the shrubs need to be replaced. The trench would go along here. One of the things we would do with that soil is to build it up against the house as high as we could. We can't go into where the siding is, and then we would slope this away from the house. So that would discourage water from collecting at the house. The other thing we would do is when we open this trench up, we're going to go ahead and put on a liquid rubber waterproofing membrane where we open that trench up to discourage any water that collects in the trench from working its way into your foundation. So just working our way around, you can see the trench would come along here and it would come along here. My goal is to tie in all of these downspouts as well so that water can be properly handled and all go to the same place. All of that water is going to run into a sump basin that we're going to install in this area underground, and we would put a sump pump in there, and we're going to pump the water out into a smaller pipe to the back of your yard to daylight out beyond where it could be a problem. Please note that you will have to have an electrician supply electric to that sump pump area. It's close by, so it shouldn't be a very big project at all, but we cannot do that. We're not electricians. So moving on, you can see over here, we would continue it around. We would tie this downspout and this downspout. The trench would continue along here. We would then put soil in over the trench, over the French drain to channel the water away. This is at the front end of the house. We would tie this downspout in. That trench would come along here. A lot of this brush would need to come out as well. And another view here, you can see where the trench would go. It would go this way and come across. And then in the front of the house here, we would we would just we wouldn't put a French drain. We would just install a pipe under the ground to connect the two sections and connect everything back so it can run to the sump pump. So that French drain will go around most of your house. The one thing I did want to show you is on this side, you talked about having one or two more downspouts put in. If you have one put in down here over this concrete stuff, it's got to run down this way and get connected to another one here. You don't want any water pouring out down in where these window wells are or this concrete. So once you have a downspout here, we can connect into that and run an underground line and run it all the way out to the back of your yard where it's not going to do any damage. So that is the scope of the work. There is a proposal attached to this email also that you can go ahead and view. You may have some questions or concerns. Please reach out to me with those so I can get those answered. And if we have to make changes, we will. Also, we have, I don't know if I mentioned, some great financing programs. If you're at all interested, at least take a look into those. I don't know why people don't use them more, but they're really great programs. So please, again, reach out to me with any questions or how you would like to proceed. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.